Frankfort Wildcats Coach's Corner, a service of Blue Valley Technologies, M&R Auto Parts, the first national bank in Frankfort, Inline Construction, Wanklin Oil, and F&A Construction.
To keep your vehicle running good and looking good, all you need is M&R Auto Parts in Frankfort. Motor oil, air filters, spark plugs, batteries, brakes, and more. M&R also has what you need for the outside of the vehicle. Wheel cleaners, glass cleaners, washes, and waxes. That's M&R Auto Parts, your CarQuest Auto Parts dealer in Frankfort.
In today's world, everyone is searching for answers. If cows are laying down, will it rain? Does gum really stay in your stomach for 7 years? How about Bigfoot? With so many mysteries, it's nice to have one clear answer. Fiber. Blue Valley Technologies proudly provides a robust fiber network with symmetrical speeds and unmatched reliability. And with 24/7 support, we are always here when you need us. Blue Valley Technologies Fiber Internet, because some things just shouldn't be a mystery.
Quality work at reasonable rates. Inline Construction does basements and foundations, as well as retaining walls, plus drives, patios, and sidewalks. For concrete work, call for a quote from Inline Construction at 562-5525 or inlineconstruction@yahoo.com.
Welcome into the Frankfort Wildcats Coaches Corner program, joined as always with head football coach Nick Anderson. Coach, you fell there to Axtell last Friday night. We talked about last week kind of the tall task it might be, but what did you see from your team in that contest?
Well, unfortunately, we didn't do very many things early in that game to give us any momentum. A broken tackle that led to a big touchdown and right out of the gate. Instead of a 3rd and 10, we're down 8-0, and then the next possession, we punted off our own backs and give them a quick score. And after we were able to drive down the field and get a score, then we give up a special teams touchdown. So it just seems like we did a lot of things early that didn't give us much of a chance.
Well, and even for that standpoint, though, getting down early, able to get a few scores in there, and then, right before half, getting one there to get it going, just from the team standpoint of continuing to fight, keep going, how important is that as you get ready for playoffs?
Yeah, it is. We've been grinding and trying to get better all season, and we got guys that haven't played a whole lot that are still learning, and Axtell's a tough environment, and so hopefully they got some experience and some understanding of what it's like to play in those types of games. And as we go out to Kensington, it's a familiar place. Been there once before, and with their football team that's gotten a lot better throughout the course of the year, and so it's going to be a very, very challenging trip for us.
Like you said, a long road trip out there too as well, and a tough one, and we'll chat about them here in just a second. But I wanted to mention something we've talked all season about, the line play. How has that either developed or gotten to where you want it to, or what else do you need to see from in the trenches as you get ready for this run?
Well, it's still definitely not where I want it to be or where it needs to be. We got some, like I said, really young kids up there trying to compete for us, and we're a little banged up in that area now too, and so it's hard. And Axtell's had some really, really good defensive linemen, big, tall, strong, and we're so young right now that sometimes we're physically outmatched before the play even starts. So that's hard and frustrating, but that's part of the process and that's part of growing, and it's something that we'll just have to continue to deal with.
Like you said, just all part of the process, getting ready for it. And as you do turn your attention to Kensington, I wanted to ask, you said a little bit banged up there. Is hopefully everyone, feeling pretty good, or at least being ready to go for Thursday's game?
We'll be a little shorthanded Thursday, unfortunately, but it's football, and a lot of teams are banged up this time of year, so it's next man up, and you got to go compete.
Absolutely. Good point there. Next man up, step on up and go from it. And then when you talk about Kensington too as well, what do they have that you're preparing for this week?
Well, they're a big physical team. They're a much bigger team than we are. They got a young quarterback that runs the ball really well and has the ability to extend plays, and he has a couple tight ends that are 6'2", 6'3", that he can swing the ball to. So they definitely present some challenges. And like I said, it's a team that has gotten a lot better since the last time we played them.
And one thing I wanted to ask, I don't know if this really makes a difference, but obviously, you played them there, and they've played some teams similar to you guys too as well. So just from seeing them on film, does that help you prepare with the multiple looks that they might give?
Yeah, I think both teams are going to know what the other team is going to bring to the table. It's just a matter of, number one, who can take care of the football, number two, who can execute, and number three, who plays with the most intensity and plays the most physical.
And for you too as well, obviously these boys have been through some state runs before, maybe not in the starter positions, but they've been on the team. How do you make sure they don't think about the game earlier in the season too much and realize this is win or go home at this point?
Well, we had to hold on like crazy to win the first game that we played them, so I don't think we should have anybody that's overlooking them or anything like that. We were very fortunate to get out of there with a win the first time, so I sure hope we're focused and ready to go.
Absolutely. Get those boys ready. And last one for you, Nick, but in order for you guys to have a successful playoff run, what needs to happen for your team?
We got to play clean football. We're in week 9 now, and I'm not sure that we've got anywhere close to playing as good as football as we can. I tell them about every day that I don't think any team this year has seen our best football, and it seems like our hardest opponent a lot of games is ourselves, and that has to change if we're going to make any sort of run.
Well, like we were talking about beforehand, too, with the volleyball team, if your team can catch a stride at the right time of the season, you never know where it might lead you, and hopefully this game versus Thunder Ridge will do that. Again, talking with Nick Anderson, head coach of the Frankfort Wildcats. Nick, I've appreciated the time all season. Look forward to hopefully catching you in a playoff game here in a couple weeks.
All right, sounds good.
F&A Construction will build it right. Call today for a quick quote if you're building, remodeling, or adding on. Enjoy your home more and increase its value with F&A Construction. They'll tackle your every project to make sure it's done right. For complete construction services, call on F&A Construction today at 292-4692. That's 292-4692.
Friendly, personalized service to meet your banking needs. That's the standard at First National Bank, Frankfort.
My community bank has responded to the changes needed to keep my money safe and secure. They've switched to cards with the latest technology, which is safer and more secure than before. My community bank provides safety and security while staying on top of the latest banking trends.
Let First National Bank's brand of banking be responsive to your needs. First National Bank, Frankfort, proud to be your community bank. Member FDIC.
Wanklin Oil is proud to serve the community with propane, gas, and diesel fuel right to your home or farm. Family owned and operated, they'll deliver your fuel with an old-fashioned personal touch. Their dependable quality service at the lowest price available makes them a leader in the field. In addition to propane and diesel, they also offer tank repair, sales, and service. For your fuel and heating needs, Wanklin Oil is just a call away. 800-794-2019. They have the energy since 1926.
Frankfort Wildcats Coach's Corner, a service of Blue Valley Technologies, M&R Auto Parts, the First National Bank in Frankfort, Inline Construction, Wanklin Oil, and F&A Construction.